number 91.
My dad started out as a general reporter with the Minneapolis Star. He got to cover the Vikings for many, many years. I would get to go, even at age 8, I was going to the games with my dad, and even younger. Fran Tarkenton. It was probably the first name I ever learned in football. Fran Tarkenton was really the first model of the mobile quarterback. He would just go all around, run all around, and play in a different way. I always thought of him as the scrambler, the guy that was always running back and forth on the field, and we'd watch him. He's going there, he's going there, he's going down the middle. He also was a very smart guy and someone that was just in a little different mold than the other quarterbacks. It just made him different, and I think much more exciting. Remember a funny story about one of the Viking players, Grady Alderman? One of the opposing players was down on the field, and he tried to tackle Tarkenton 3 times in one play. And so he finally was giving up. He's laying down, wheezing on the field, and Alderman looks at him and says, "What are you doing?" He's still out running. And the guy says, "Well, I'm just waiting. He'll come back here at one point."
As quarterback of the expansion Minnesota Vikings, Fran Tarkenton's escape act was born out of self-preservation. Tarkenton's improvisational style thrilled the fans, but irritated Minnesota's old-school head coach, Norm Van Brocklin.
Van Brocklin didn't like when Tarkenton would sometimes go off on his own when it was 3rd down. And in fact, my dad remembers Van Brocklin telling Tarkenton, 3rd and 8 is no time to get creative.
The Vikings eventually traded Tarkenton to the cellar-dwelling Giants. For the next 5 years, Fran's frantic style helped New York regain respectability. In 1972, Tarkenton was traded back to Minnesota, where he finished his career having thrown more passes for more yards and more touchdowns than any quarterback in league history. Despite his record numbers, one accomplishment continually eluded the elusive Tarkenton.
We played in the big game, and we lost all 3 times that I quarterbacked. I have never gotten over that. I never have a day go by that I don't regret not being able to do something more to help my team win a Super Bowl. We don't look at quarterbacks as being worth very much if they're not on a Super Bowl winning team. But we went to 3 Super Bowls in 7 years and won 6 division championships, and I was proud to be a part of that.
I think greatness is more than just being great yourself. It's being able to make other people great and making a team great. And that was something that Fran Tarkenton did. We have to remember those players that played for a good team but just didn't happen to win the Super Bowl. When he left the league, he was the all-time record holder of every passing record there was. So that alone puts him in the top 100. So I always remember that number 10 with that purple jersey, trying so hard, running back and forth across that field, doing everything just to win that game. And it will be a memory that I will take forever.